He's cool. He's cool. Oh,
Cool. Well,
you know who's cool is Arvid Lindblad. Did you hear him in practice?
for Spanish, I haven't watched anything Spanish yet.
Okay, well, there was a nice moment where is that music? Could it be turned down a bit?
Yeah, sure. I recognize your seniority.
You mean I'm old?
Yeah.
Arvid Lindblad, Lance got in his way, and Arvid said, Stroll every time.
Everybody,
I love that.
I think everybody is. You know what? I kind of want Stroll to have a couple good races. Everyone can show because he actually isn't a slow driver. He's not. He's been on pole. He's done well in wet races.
He's podiumed ages ago. Here's the thing. It's not gonna it's not gonna last for him. Remember, like a year ago, I said there's gonna be personnel changes at Aston Martin. Mark my words. 2027, it's gonna be all new drivers at that team.
Right.
Alonso, Stroll their days are numbered.
I like.
And Alonso said as much yesterday.
Right, because now I'm printing something. What happened? I'm not printing anything.
Wow.
My God.
You're
Everything
worse than I am.
I'm telling you, sensitive mouse pads, touch screens on the phones, opening up windows by accident, clunky thumbs for typing. Yeah. I'm not cut out for this world.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Like, I wasn't looking at gay military trans porn. It was my touchpad. And it was so unfair. I'm right there with you.
Welcome to the F1 Chat Pod, where the F stands for friends.
Willkommen, bienvenue. Friends are number one.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about. You know what? I don't think people watch Formula One for the precision, the prestige, the technological. I think people watch it because they just want to be with their friends.
It's so true, and it's way more fun if you do F1 with friends.
Yes.
If you're just watching it alone, you watched F1 for decades all by yourself.
Well, that's not totally true. I've always had friends. Like, I don't get to do what I would really like to do, which is have F1 watch parties. I don't get to do that.
That'd be fun. But then you don't ever watch the race live.
Well, I can't because it's so early. This is why I have to move to Italy.
Right.
So
that's another good reason.
When I move there, this is what I want to do. This is what I've always wanted to do. And I guess I could still do it for a few races. I want to, it's Spanish Grand Prix weekend, right? It'll be at a reasonable time in Europe, obviously. I want to have friends over and we're going to eat Spanish food, drink Spanish beer.
Yeah.
And then the next race is whatever, Silverstone. Great. We're going to eat British food.
Yeah.
Some sort of pie with organs in it. Right.
Okay. But here, if you move to Italy to do that, you don't have any friends over there. You barely have friends in Vancouver.
Yeah, but so listen, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now.
Look at how you
you're
turning Italian.
Certain cultures, Italians one, Mexicans another, they like to be with people. They do. They're community culturally driven. They get together, they be together. I noticed that at the World Cup, me, Denise, Michael danced around with these on our heads.
Did you really?
Yeah. People loved it. People came up to us wanting pictures.
Was that last night?
We did it 2 days in a row. We'll probably do it tomorrow.
On the drive?
No, we went to the FIFA Fan Festival.
Oh, fun. Was that down at Olympic Village?
No, the FIFA Fan Festival was down at P&E with the new amphitheater, which is beautiful.
No way. Is it?
The new amphitheater is beautiful. Yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater? Okay. That's interesting.
For amputees?
Yeah. No, you got that right.
It's really accessible.
Yeah, good. Like you. You're an accessible fella. You've got a soccer pillow on your head, and you're loving every minute of it.
It was great. It was so much fun. But I gotta say, I know what you want to talk about. We could get right into the FIFA corruption, and it's insane. Like
Let's do it.
people, like this is all the corporate sponsorship that's there. I get it. You want to get in, you want to be on it, you want to market your product, blah blah. So what's the word? Bland, or so corporate, or so
Mhm.
like the atmosphere is a little weak, like
Is it?
it's just like, well, I mean, we weren't when we went down there dancing like idiots. We had people cheering and dumb. We were being idiots and having a good time. And the Mexicans won, and the Mexicans were like party, having a good time. But like the actual layout of the fan festival, it's not conducive to getting people, feels like anyways, to really spend time together. You know what I'm saying?
What's it like being old and dancing around like that? Like
I
I
love
I
it.
I did it when I was in my 20s, and of
Mhm.
course I was terrible at it. I didn't like it. You still love it,
I love it. Yeah.
and I bet that keeps you young. When you're in that mode, are you noticing that pretty much everyone around you is younger than you?
Uh,
Or maybe you're not noticing because you're
mm,
childlike yourself, so
I mean, I'm not going around. When I'm doing anything at this point in my life, JB. I just try not to think about how old I am anymore.
yeah, that's good because I wander around the world going, "Wow, look at that young person. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Look how gorgeous. Look at the youthful oh
The
my
opportunity, right?
no, no, I could be their
Right.
dad.
Right.
No,
See, I
never.
don't even.
June.
I don't think like that anymore. There was a window there where I was like always going, but now it's like I'm having a good time. Let's have a good time. So we have a good time out there,
For being
and
such a curmudgeon, you've got a really good attitude.
I don't think I'm a curmudgeon at all.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, let's talk about technology for 3 seconds and watch you start spitting with rage.
I'm right.
But you're still cranky about it.
I'm right when it comes to technology.
You are right, but
Apple,
now you're gaslighting me.
no,
With the
they
half of this podcast is us talking about how annoying things are. That's
yes,
curmudgeonly behavior on both our
not when it's
parts.
fact, not when it is fact.
This is what curmudgeons do. They
What?
deny it and they just say, "I'm right."
Listen,
So I'm still right about
if
you.
I was wrong, half the
I'm not
time I was
saying you're
right.
wrong. I think you should embrace your identity, one of your core values.
Being
A
a
cranky old
curmudgeon.
man with a wolf mug.
You know what? Maybe it's this. Maybe it's the people I'm surrounded with why I'm like this.
I would definitely take credit for that because I remember a shift in our younger days with It's Good to Know People
Hmm.
where you went from joyful all the time
Hmm.
to very angry. And I remember noticing it and going, "Oh my God, you're turning into me."
Right.
And then, of course, I had to like scale it back because I was losing friends and
Yeah.
a marriage.
Yeah.
And so I guess I sort of hold on. I like your anger. It's
Right.
funny. It's
Right.
good. I like
Well,
you're funny when you're angry.
Roman Danilo would say, "I've got what's called nerf anger."
I don't even know what that means, but that is so good.
I think, and I take it as
Like
a
it,
comment because I have a point and I'm upset about something, but I'm not really that upset about it.
you have a point and you're upset, but it's not going to hurt others.
Hmm.
Although I bet your wife would disagree with that.
Well, I know I cause a lot amount of stress for her sometimes because she hears me grumbling around with whatever. Maybe it's RBC or maybe it's trying to get Air Canada credit. At a certain, I have a really low threshold for all of these organizations that just feel like at every which way they're just scrambling to just get every single penny out of you.
It is one of the modern world's greatest flaws is whatever all that is. What do you call it?
Yeah,
Red tape,
yeah,
bureaucracy of living, being an
yeah,
adult. I don't know what you call it, but it's bullshit and it gives people
yeah.
cancer.
Yeah, like I don't know. RBC's, that's Royal Bank of Canada. They make usually they average $10 billion a quarter profit, something like that.
Do they
Anyway,
really? No,
oh,
they
it's
don't. Hey, hold on a second.
look it up.
I don't see us on YouTube. Does that matter? We're on Facebook and Twitch.
Oh, I know. I see us. Hang on. I see us on. I know. I see us on YouTube and Facebook vertical. I
Oh,
see us
okay.
on
Yeah,
YouTube
you're
landscape,
right.
but you know what? I don't.
You're right.
One of them isn't showing up, so I don't know what that is. Maybe that was TikTok or something. I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. It's good. Interrupting is part of life. And I think this
part of life.
medium. I think this medium is. I
Let's
should have went
see.
large. Like it's right there. It's like it's form fit, so I can't gain weight if I want to wear this.
Well, maybe that's a good motivation. You know, you're on Team Canada now. You got to behave.
It's true. It's true. But it's like look how long the sleeves are. If
Long
it was
sleeves are
large,
in.
it would be down here. Anyway,
I think it looks good. Long sleeves are in.
ADD took over there. Where were we before we started? You interrupted. You said there was something we were talking about something.
I don't know. Maybe this is a good opportunity to talk about F1 for a minute or two.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about whatever comes to our minds, I guess.
Gasly got his third place.
Yes.
After all that, poor fella, he was ready to cry. He was speechless in a French way, which isn't very speechless. But God,
the only time they're
then he got
speechless
it.
is when they're smoking.
Yeah, or eating baguette.
All right, that's called stereotype humor. Something we specialize in, especially white people.
What do you think about Barcelona? Do you want a rundown of Barcelona? I did a bit of a.
I would. I just want to clarify. I haven't seen practice. I haven't seen the qualifying, so I was going to put that.
No, I meant the city. I meant the city.
Oh yes, I'd love. Give me a run. And I also, I would like to talk a little bit about the Monaco race. A little bit, and I do want to know more about Barcelona. But let's start with Barcelona. Or Barcelona.
Well, let's talk about that. We don't say Barcelona with TH anymore.
What happened?
Well, that was only tourists that were beating that to death. And I have it on good authority, namely Barcelona's own Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz, although he's from Madrid, I think. Both of them recently pronounced it Barcelona. So I think that's let us off the hook of saying it with this weird TH thing that came from the king with the lisp. Thank you. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great.
I just wanted to hit that. I'm glad. I just wanted to give it a little. I feel like if we had a band, they would like no or something. But anyway.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we don't have to say Barcelona anymore. That was the king with the lisp. With the he had the Habsburg chin and incest.
What's a Habsburg chin?
The Habsburg chin was a pronounced chin that was the result of inbreeding in the European royal families during the Habsburg Empire. They're still around, but they're much reduced, and their chins are fine now. But King, what's his name, the second, he was a real mess. And he had a hair lip, and he was a real sweet guy too. He wasn't bad. He died early. He never fathered any children. He was like a sweetheart trapped in a mess of a body, but he said Barcelona, so everyone copied him in deference to him, much like
in vast deference.
In vast deference to him. Speaking of overactive vast deferences, King Edward VII was Bertie, who was king of Great Britain, 1901 to his death in 1910. He was Queen Victoria's eldest son. He, of course, was a big fat guy. His nickname was Tum Tum, and his waistcoats would never fit, so he left the bottom button undone.
How do you know all of this?
That is the only reason why today we all leave the bottom button undone on our waistcoats and on our jackets.
And that was a mystery you had to solve, and that's why you know this.
This is what human beings do. We just plod along, blowing raspberries, going, I guess this is how we do things. So, anyways, back to Barcelona. You can call it Barna. That's a diminutive of the name that locals use. They don't say Barca. Sorry, Barça. With the C with the accent aigu, is that C or K?
You're talking to the wrong guy.
I guess so. Anyways, that's a nickname for FC Barcelona.
Okay, Barca, yeah.
You could call Barcelona BCN.
Okay.
That's the airport code.
Okay.
But you don't have to say Barcelona. That'll give you away as a tourist. Not that there aren't another dozen red flags. But also, Spain, of course, doesn't like tourists these days, especially the Brits. So it's probably best to just give them a few years to calm down. Although with a tan and a good accent, you could totally pass, Milky.
I think I'm blessed with being able to look like multiple European people.
You're very Mediterranean for the result of British people having sex.
Well, and we, Romania, our lineage goes back to Romania.
Oh, is that right?
I probably own a castle from ancient Romania.
Oh, so you're saying you were wealthy Romanians?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna put out there.
Have you been to Romania?
No, but I'd like to. This is why I want to retire over there, because I want to go to all those countries.
You gotta go. I think you would like a city like Bucharest.
Oh yes,
because it is it's got a really interesting energy to it. It's akin to the whole city is akin to a one-bedroom apartment with one person living in there,
right?
Who rarely goes outside and is depressed.
Well, that doesn't sound like a good reason to go at all.
Oh, they do darkness over there very nicely. Also, there's packs of wild dogs everywhere. And a high percentage of women dabble in the sex trade.
And there's vampires, right? It's Romania.
There's vampires, but that's in Transylvania, which is 3 hours outside of the city. And Romania took the Transylvania from Hungary. Oh. So if you go to Hungary, they're still like, no, that's ours.
I feel like that's a lot of Europe.
Yeah.
Right. Like, actually, that's us. I mean, like, look at Spain or Barcelona. There's basically two countries in one, right?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Which country wants to leave? Which part of it wants to leave?
The North wants to leave.
So it's Catalonia wants to leave?
I think so. I mean, I'm just picking. I feel like they do. I mean, I don't know. Let's find out. I hurt my finger, by the way. My dog was playing tug of war with me.
Let's see.
No, it's just you can't see, but it's just like she's a strong little dog.
Hey, let's do an ailment report. I love this.
Oh yeah, I've got a few ailments. Look at this.
What do you got? What is that?
It's just a purple dot that showed up for no reason.
No.
Yeah, it just showed up.
Have you checked that?
No, it's literally showed up in the last 48 hours.
Oh my God. Is it a bruise?
It could be.
Do you think your wife has been bruising you while you're asleep?
No, she sleeps very.
Okay. Let me just put this to you, though. 40% of intimate partner violence in this country of Canada is female to male. 40%. So
I would never have known that. Why do you know that?
It could be because I'm in psychology school.
Okay, so Spain and Portugal are two separate countries, but that's not what I'm asking.
Of course they are. Catalonia is an autonomous nationality. It's an autonomous community of Spain designated as a nationality by its own statute of autonomy. But this is if you ask the Spanish government, they'd be like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, they want independence. They're ready to get out. They're like Alberta.
They're like Alberta. They're like Quebec. I mean, get in
Everybody.
line.
Just like,
Jesus.
come on.
I get it. Countries are overrated. Remember when we used to die for an invisible border? Now
Yeah.
people are like, please, I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah. I mean, well, now it'll just be drones that die for an invisible border.
Now, exactly. Now we cheer for sports because we don't fight anymore.
Yeah.
And now, guess what? The large sporting organizations are just like countries, corrupt. The money flows all the way to the top, and we never see it again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, let me ask you this, Milky. With FIFA in town, the largest sporting organization on earth, I think, the richest, riddled with corruption. Would you be more interested in sports if everything was on the up and up? Like if the FIA wasn't so if the president of the FIA didn't fix the election so he could get in again unencumbered, would you like
mean Gianni Infantino? That's his name. His name is Infantino.
Who?
Gian, that's the president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino.
Oh, I said the FIA.
Oh, sorry.
He fixed it to get in
MBS.
MBS. Would that improve your? If the FIA wasn't so corrupt, would you like F1 more? Does it matter to people?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does matter. I think because like sports, like sports are supposed to be about like may the best person win.
Yeah.
With these sets of rules, right? You don't take steroids. That's not allowed. So fixing an election, like, you're not following the, the rules of what sporting is all about, fair play. Right.
I was listening to Ross Duquette, a great interviewer on New York Times podcast called Interesting Times. And he was talking to a German tech billionaire named Christian Anger something. And this guy was the one who started the enhanced games.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And he was like, everything that that is FDA approved, athletes are allowed to use in the enhanced games. He's not talking about some, like everybody's doing crystal meth. He's just talking about FDA approved. And the brilliance of it is that as long as you're going to have rules that ban performance enhancing drugs, you're going to have people cheating. But in the enhanced games, it's like none of that happens anymore because they're allowed to do everything.
Right. I mean, there's an argument, well, like for entertainment, you go, maybe you want the rules so people do try and cheat. So then there is controversy, and that's what people talk about, etc.
Oh, that's a very good point.
I mean,
because I love a juiced up,
a
javelin thrower once every 4 years.
Like, I don't know if you watched the USA Paraguay game, because it was first of all, the United States played incredibly well, like they dominated. But a Paraguayan player dove like a full on. The replay shows the dive, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my God, like, talking about how ridiculous this dive was. And I'm like, would I rather him not dive? Like probably I'd rather him just keep playing, because I think the game would be more interesting overall that way. But boy, does it get people talking. I mean, maybe he's doing a service. Maybe he's doing a service by diving like that. So
you're right. It's the same reason why I like a Max Verstappen and a Joss twiddling his mustache there. I'd love to see him more. Yeah. It's nice that Toto's such a friendly guy, but also if he was a bit of a dick sometimes, I like a bit of an edge. Yeah. James Vowles, too nice.
Yeah.
I want to see the real. I want to see the real. I want to see Flavio. Let the Flavios of the world out. I want to see, where's Gene Haas? Gene Haas is a maniac. He's an ex-con. Why doesn't he come to races? Probably because he's 112.
Yeah, I think he's probably a little too old. I mean, Flavio's still at races, though. I mean, how old's Flavio?
He's old. Have you seen him move around these days?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
he often watches the
he's
races
very
like this.
stiff. Does he?
Yeah, I've noticed whenever he's watching it, and I don't know if that's because like that just looks like an old move.
Yeah. Do you have old moves?
On the dance floor. Speaking of moving,
go ahead.
I can't move very well because my back. Remember, I hurt my back skiing.
Ailment report.
Yeah, it's still hurting a lot. And I went to an osteopath last week. I'm going to go again on Tuesday. They move you around. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're all out of alignment." So
did it work? The osteopathy?
It helped a bit. And now because I ran around for 2 days like an idiot with a soccer ball on my head, I'm really quite sore. Yeah. So that's my ailment. My hips are like this or something, and my things are like that.
I fell on my elbow this winter. Yeah. I slid down the Wallace Street Bridge coming home from group therapy. It was in the middle of a snowstorm. It was really icy. The Ontario winter this year was so long. And I slow motion fell down in front of, and like a bus, there was a bus that had
well, you like an audience.
Stopped. Bus couldn't go any further. It was like broken and a bunch of people in, and they all watched me as I slowly slid down with one arm back, dragging awkwardly against the rail as I was trying to stop myself. And it's like I bruised the bone or something. It still hurts.
I mean, this is what happens, right? Yeah. Like just like dots show up, weird dots on bodies show up. You fall down, you hurt yourself, and you're like, "Oh, that wasn't that bad." And then next 2 months later, what have you got?
Like, I've got these things all over. Is that cancer?
What are
it's
they?
Raised.
They look like little pimples. No, apparently skin, like skin tags. It's like another version of like you probably have a mini skin. Like I have 5-inch skin tag here, I think.
No way. But you can get those removed, can't you?
Yeah, but I mean, it's part of me. It feels like.
No, I'm going to get them all removed. And then I'm going to, because I'm vain, I'm going to also, I'm going to get some filler.
No.
Yeah. And I'm going to start doing Botox. I like that look. I like the big lips on people.
No.
Have you ever kissed a girl with filler lips? It's so good.
I'm not allowed.
I mean, are you sure you're not allowed?
I'll ask her. I want to kiss a filler lip girl. Oh, you like all this girl. Oh, hang on.
DJ.
Filler lip girls. Give me some filler lip girls. I want some filler lip girls.
One of Canada's greatest improvisers, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I want to talk about the Monaco results.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to put it to rest because people are going to keep talking about it forever. Kimi Antonelli will win the World Championship. Let's just stop talking about it. He's won it. It's over. He's clearly a generational talent. He's unbelievable. He's going to be fantastic. Plus, everyone loves him and hugs him. So how do you beat that? How do you beat that? George Russell doesn't have a chance. I'm so sorry, George. I want George to, have a chance, but it's over. Kimi's a legend. Kimi, give him a good car. He's going to win races all the time. So let's just stop talking about if he's a legend or not. He's a legend. Kimi's a legend. He's 19. Look at him. Okay. 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, these stupid penalties.
Yeah.
You saw these, like, it's the most advanced sport in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the whole sport is about going as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And people are getting speeding tickets.
And they denied it at first, saying, no, we checked everything. Everything's fine. It's all your fault. And then they're like, actually, Gasly, the one team that contended, they're like, yeah. And so there's 6 other teams that were like, oh, shit.
Right.
I think there were 6. I think if you actually serve the penalty, then you can't argue.
Right.
But if you don't serve it, so I think
Yeah.
some of them, Mercedes would have been able to have
Yeah.
argue it.
And then he would have got points because he got the double whammy. Yet again, the penalty system in Formula One, they're talking about overhauling the regulations, 60-40 gas versus
Yeah.
electric for 20. Great, you're doing all that. How about we look at the penalties?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Does the penalty fit the crime?
Well, it's not the penalties you're looking at, it's stewards. It's the human element. If you got to pay the stewards, or you got to, or look, I can say this as a volunteer. You can't count on volunteers, all right? They're hungry, they're overworked, they're not getting paid. They just want to watch the race. They're
Yeah.
not there to make, and then you have them deciding the fate of, is that right, Milky? Do I have that right?
Well, like for instance, Johnny Herbert used to be a steward. Like it's former race car drivers tend to be stewards, people that are in the game. So they're volunteers, but they're not true. They have experience and there's a team and they talk about it. But I think the real problem is, well, I think it's twofold. One, I don't know what twofold means.
Yes, you do.
No, what does twofold mean? I mean, twofold would be like there's two folds to this. You unfold, I got a point over here and I got a point over here. Is that?
Oh, okay. A literal definition. Yeah, I can't report back on the etymology of the
Twofold expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry if did that cause you a lot of pain?
Continue.
So here's the challenges. One is they have these rules set up. Like if you do this, it's this 5-second penalty. If you do this, it's 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And there isn't enough, I guess maybe give us more options for time penalties or different types of penalties, and be more like, so that be able to apply the right penalty for the type of crime. Like for instance, if we take Verstappen driving to George last year, a 10-second penalty seems really not like appropriate. It seems like it's
rather inconsistent application of the rules.
Yeah. Right. And so that's like, why
was that in Spain?
That? Yeah, it's a year ago.
Oh, it's an anniversary.
Yeah. So like, why? Like that doesn't make sense. And then someone speeds in the pit lane, and the advantage they gain in the pit lane is like, because they sped or whatever, is like, I don't know, 0.2 or 0.3, they've saved by speeding in the pit lane. Okay, every increment counts, but is it the same as using your car as a weapon and driving into someone, or pushing people off the tracks, or like that's where I'm like, fix that. Yeah, and then you know what? Every year have the same stewards. This year it's these guys, and there's 8 of them, and pay them. It's not like there's not enough money. Pay them, and then next year it's a whole new set of stewards. Pay them.
That's a good idea.
Next year it's a whole new set. They don't go year. Yeah. They're all new. Or you could even break it up. Like there's 4 sets of stewards that take turns throughout the season. But
how do you ensure they don't get corrupted? If they're being paid, then like when money is involved, then it gets kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean that's a very good question. I don't know how you do it.
Maybe if there's new stewards every year, then it'll be enough turnover that people can't get to them that quickly.
Right. Yeah. How do you stop corruption? Well, I mean that's a big question, isn't it?
It's
people just have to do what's right, and when money's involved, you can be swayed to do what's wrong. Like Michael Massey or whatever his name was, who gave Max his first. He was clearly they're Red Bull. How? Look, like if they can go back, like why doesn't Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton go? That was they broke the rules. Go back 2 laps to when the rules were, and he gets his world championship back. They could, I guess, maybe if they wanted to. Have they been paid not to?
Maybe. Lewis and the Kardashians.
Disgusting.
Why? What did I miss?
I don't know. I don't even know who the Kardashians are. I don't even know what they do. I don't know why I have no idea. Who are they?
They're famous for all having the same face.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Did they come from money? Are they a wealthy to do family?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
their dad got O.J. Simpson acquitted.
What? That's the Kardashians?
Yeah, he's dead now, but he was um, Armenian. They're all Armenian Americans, and
I don't.
so Turkey tried to wipe them out in 1913 in a genocide. A lot of
Okay.
them moved,
Right.
including
The Kardashians.
their ancestors. Yeah, a lot of them
Right.
moved to L.A.,
Right.
specifically Glendale and Pasadena. So now they're famous for big butts, and they all have the same face. And now she's dating Lewis, and I think it's just wonderful that he's so happy. He's got
Did
a
they?
new girl. He's got a new whip. He's got points. He's doing great.
But hang on a sec. Did they have some sort of like? Why are they famous?
I just told you they're big butts and they're
I know, but
same
like you know, but
faces.
there's lots of people with big butts. Did they have some sort of TV show or something?
They had a TV show, yeah, called Big Butts. Tarmac
I
Turmoil. I'm
I
moving us along. I'm keeping us honest.
okay. I like what you're doing. Yeah. Here's okay. Great. Look, what I've never seen that in Formula One, where the I mean, it's happened for sure, but I've like watching a race where the tarmac is deteriorating.
Yeah.
And then there was a question of whether or not that they might stop it for unsafe reasons, right?
Hmm.
And I thought to myself, I hope they
Self.
don't do. And I went, self, I hope they don't do that. And then Martin Brundle goes, they shouldn't stop. They should restart the race. Like,
Yeah.
and he's totally right. I was like, what's the debate here? You don't need to, no. Sweep it up. Yeah, you're an F1
Doesn't
driver. Avoid the pothole.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't it feel good when you say the same thing as Martin Brundle?
Yeah. It makes me, I love him.
I love him so much. Do you ever watch his grid walk? His
Yes,
grid
all the time.
walks? Oh my God, he is so good at that.
Mhm.
When he approached Kimmy K and his sister, and he said, he asked them a question and they didn't talk to him, and he said, I'm Martin Brundle. Normally people talk to me. Did you see that part? I thought that was so funny. Then he just walks away.
I
And he
think he
knows
said,
all
I'm
the
almost
old
famous.
dudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. I'm
I'm
almost famous.
almost famous.
He knows all the old dudes, and you can
Yeah.
just see him like leaning into these
Yeah.
old drivers, and they're all old buddies. And oh, it's sweet. It's gonna be sad when he dies.
Yeah. Yeah. It won't be for a while, though.
No, here's hoping.
Yeah. Well, I
Tarmac
mean,
Turmoil also sort of reminds me of how safe F1 has got, how worried
mm,
everybody is about
yeah.
everything. You know, they
Mhm.
can't be anything dangerous or risky anymore.
Mhm.
We've wavered ourselves out of like any
Mhm.
risky behavior. And
Mhm.
even in F1, one of the most dangerous sports on earth, they're all sitting around looking at some loose gravel on the track going,
Mm,
should we cancel the race? Should we stop it right now?
mhm, mhm. Picking up the gravel, inspecting it.
I mean, it's not karting with 12-year-olds. You
No.
know, it's not a bunch of children out there. Karting. How many karting tracks? How many shit karting tracks around the world have loose corners? Please,
Yeah.
these guys know how to handle
Yeah.
it. Anyways,
And then both Stroll and Charles were like, um, it was the brakes, it wasn't the gravel, which
yeah.
I guess is still up for debate, but I don't know. I
I
mean,
don't know.
let's get.
After watching Tech Talk with that guy, I can't remember his name on F1, and that's a
Mhm.
show. You got to watch that show. You'd like it. I find it kind of boring because he gets so in depth. But he was talking about the Ferrari brakes and how they were messing around with the doohickeys and
Yeah, there's different
finishing
brands. Yeah.
their stuff, and so it's sort of corroborated what Leclerc was saying.
Right. Because like I think Lewis went back to the Brembro. There's two types of brakes they tend to use, and I think Lewis
That's
went to
right.
Brembo. And
Yeah,
Lewis is still not using the simulator, apparently.
that's great. He's just feeling it, man.
Right. Well, you know, let's give it up for Fernando Alonso. He got a point.
He got a point. He's got a very big head. He's doing great. Do you think
I
he's
mean,
going
he
to get
got
a point in Spain, in Barcelona?
no.
No.
I think this track you're going to see, you know, obviously Mercedes, but like the top 4 teams are just going to fill up the top 8 for sure. And then those last 2 positions are, I don't know, Williams maybe, Haas maybe. I mean, Haas has been on a bit of a run, but I think this is a track they'll be better at.
You don't think the heat is going to play a factor? Tire degradation?
Yeah, I think it will. I think it will, but I just think the top teams will have more. Will do a better job at managing it.
McLaren has had so many DNFs.
Oh yeah, this is a bad start.
Yeah, don't
Defending world champs.
you think that's going to also happen in Barcelona?
I think they.
With all that heat,
I think both of them are going to finish, and I don't think
in the top 8.
Oh yeah, they both McLaren's going to get double points, and I think there's a chance one of them gets on the podium. That's what I think. But I also would, I mean, I like Kimi and I like George, but I sure would, I mean, no one wants this, but it would be exciting, wouldn't it, if they tangled?
Yeah, it would be exciting. I just don't see, like, that would mean George would have to get desperate, and he doesn't normally make mistakes like that.
No, I guess what I mean is like if I'm George Russell, I'm thinking that I basically have lost the world championship. So now I'm going to, I would portray that I'm going to go for it every time now. So Antonelli, back out of it. If you don't back out of it, we're probably going to hit. Like that's what I would be like. I'm just going to go for it. I have nothing to lose. And then if there is an accident and people are like, well, George, why'd you do that? I'd be like, I have nothing to lose, man. I had to go for it. It's like now or never.
I don't think that's George. George doesn't drive like that.
He might have to.
He's more conservative. He keeps his eye on the prize. He's way better at managing tires than that. If anyone's going to lose focus like that, it's going to be Kimi, and it's because George is going to be ahead of him in Barcelona for a long time, and then Kimi's going to show his age, his youth, and he's going to do something desperate, and he'll be the one that doesn't finish, along with one McLaren. That's my guess.
That's your guess.
And of course, at least one Aston Martin, at least one Williams, and maybe even a V-carb.
Well, I can see Max having a very good race in Barcelona. Because because I feel like whenever Max has like a bad result that's kind of out of his hands, he's angry and then he just shows up and does something spectacular. I can just see it.
Yeah.
I could just see him like coming in and like everyone's like, wow, I guess the Red Bull's good. No, probably Max was just really angry.
I wonder how that team runs. Like, is it good when there's a bit of panic and urgency in the garage?
I think
because I think that's what's happening in Spain right now. Like they're working long hours over there. Same with McLaren. They ditch their curfew. So there's some teams that are running on the edge over there. I wonder if that helps with the energy and a fight against complacency, or if it makes them more scattered.
I feel like you need to. I think if there's more urgency, I think you're going to race better, and your team will be better. I think when everything's working perfect, that's when I think you get caught off guard by the other teams. That's when like you're. And Mercedes could maybe this is the year they're like, well, we're doing so great, we're okay, and they don't push the development as much, they don't take as many risks. And next thing you know, Red Bull or McLaren has made the big. I mean, when you think about what Red Bull did last year to have Max almost win the world championship, right? Like, what were they like? This is where I don't understand. Like, what were they doing different than everybody else? Was McLaren like, we're not going to screw with our too much crazy development because we know our car works well within this window. Meanwhile, Red Bull's like, well, we got nothing to lose. Let's try this wing. Let's try this setup. And then next thing you know, he nearly wins the world championship.
Yeah, Max seems to be a driver who excels whether his car is working or not. Like if his car is working and he likes that car and it's working for him in his weird way, then that's great. Also, when he has to fight the car and show the car who's boss, he's a real daddy behind the wheel.
So I mean, I don't know. Like what? Was it more Max last year? Or was it more them developing and taking risks? I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
how did they do that? That was like they were behind by over 100 points. They were behind. They were
Yeah.
behind by 100 points
Yeah. So why
halfway
couldn't
through
that
the
happen
season.
this year?
I mean, it can. It
Yeah.
can. I mean,
I'm not
like,
counting anyone out. I don't think Kimmy's just has it in the bag. There's plenty of races to go. We don't even know how many more races to go. They might put back those the Riyadh
right.
and the Bahrain.
Oh, you mean like as soon as the war's over, they're like, okay, let's fly in.
Yeah, it's worth gazillions.
God, like this just to like think about, like they could, that's how easy they could do it. Because if the war is over, they could be like, we'll just do these two at the end of the year.
We'll
They're
just stick
already
them
over
on.
there. Abu
Already over
Dhabi.
there.
Unless Abu Dhabi has some contract where like we're always the last race. We always have to be the last race. Right. Which I don't like that
Maybe.
circuit. I don't like Abu Dhabi.
How come?
I don't know. It's like, there's a word I'm trying to find here. It's like cleansed. It's like, no, what's the word? It's like, there's a word. I can't find the word today. It's like things, it's like watered down. It's like
milk toast.
Yeah. It's too, it doesn't have enough grit to it. It's too perfect. Okay, this is the layout is the whole circuit, the fancy marina. It's just too. It's too perfect. Like, I'm not a big fan of Azerbaijan race either, but at least it's like, gritty and different. It's in the city. It's got like
there's a castle.
Yeah, like that racetrack just never does anything for me. There's a few racetracks like that. Turkey needs their race back. Turkey was a good track.
What happened to Turkey?
I don't know. They don't have it. But like that track was designed to enhance racing, and it does. Same with Malaysia. Malaysia, same track. They designed those two tracks were really, really good.
Where did Malaysia go?
Gone. Just gone.
They didn't have the money or something. Herman Till designed those. You like a Herman Till racetrack, do you?
Yeah, Tilke.
Herman Tilke. Him too. Tilke.
Yeah, did he do the Austin Grand Prix? He might have.
He's German.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So they hired him to come in and design tracks, and his tracks were all really good.
It's surprising that
maybe he did Abu Dhabi, and I didn't know. What was that?
It's surprising that Hulkenberg is German.
Why is that?
Well, because he looks kind of Swedish.
Right. Okay.
And his name's Nico.
Yeah.
That feels kind of Scandinavian, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not spelled with 2 Ks. Okay. And he doesn't have a German accent. I don't know. He seems kind of laid back, like a Swede. He's not a German. He's not an intense German.
No, he doesn't seem like, I feel like I'd want to hang out. I think if I was to pick one F1 driver, I think I'd hang out with him.
I think you're right. I bet he has a really cool, like, old 911 or something, you know, with tons of chrome on it. And for his family wagon, he's got like a 1960s Volkswagen Weekender.
Yeah.
Totally vintage, totally stock.
Yeah.
And
I bet he has a wicked sense of humor. I bet he has a wicked
it's really
sense of
fun.
humor.
Yeah.
Like
he could dish the tea on all the drivers. That'd be so funny.
Like, I think Lando's sweet and funny. He'd be fun to hang around with. But I bet you Lando's sense of humor is he'd be a novice compared to Hulkenberg's humor.
Hulk is like he's almost as old as we are. So, he'd be fun.
Yeah.
And it seems like he doesn't take anything very seriously and yet shows up all the time and drives like crazy.
Yeah.
But he never gets stressed about anything.
No.
Also, I bet he loves a beer or two.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story about Mark Webber? And I think it was.
That's that's Oscar's coach, right?
Yeah.
Manager.
Mark Webber and Eddie Jordan partied in Ibiza. And then they were up to like whatever hours in the morning, and Mark raced for Red Bull and showed up the next day and I think it was Barcelona too, put the car on pole or whatever, the top two after God knows what they were doing in Ibiza till like 4 in the morning.
Okay, now, do you call it Ibiza
I don't know.
or do you call it Ibiza?
I don't know. Okay, so we got to wrap it up. So we got to make a few predictions that are just for me, not for anybody else. All
Okay,
right.
great.
These aren't brain predictions. These are heart predictions.
Okay.
I want
Straight from the heart.
George to win. I want him to win. And I want him to win because he outpaces Kimmy all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping. I haven't seen qualifying. I'm going to go find out, but that's what I'm hoping. And then I don't want anything bad to happen to Antonelli. All right. I don't want him to but I don't want him to finish on the podium. I want another Lewis podium just to see if it's real, to see if the resurgence of Lewis is possible. And I think what I would really, really, really like is I would like Max to have, this is not nice of me, but I'd like Max to have another mechanical failure. Just because I want to hear him get really angry. I want to hear him lose it.
Yeah.
I want to hear him it's more for the interviews and just seeing in that face. Sometimes he gets that face where he's just so pissed. Right. And he knows he has to do these interviews. So that I want to happen. And I want Lando to finish third. I want Lando to get on the podium.
Why do we like underdogs? Because now we have so many of them. In the beginning of the year, I thought Lando was the underdog, and George was was rated.
Yeah.
But then here you got Lando, world champ. You don't want to count him out. So what a great position to be in. But now it's not just Lando. It's also George. Yeah. It's Oscar.
Yeah.
It's Max.
Yes.
It's Charles. It's kind of Lewis. It's all underdogs.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard to know who to cheer for, because everybody, even Kimmy, it's a bit like, is this for real? Because he's so young. And also, aren't you waiting for the shoe to drop with him?
Yeah.
I think there's plenty of opportunity for him to shit the bed a la Oscar last year.
Well, let's just put this. First of all, I agree with you. I think it's amazing that there's all these underdogs, because it's also part of the reason why I like watching F1, because I'm sort of polyamorous. I mean, I do have some drivers I like more, but I also just like the sport. And now what Kimmy's done is I like Kimmy. I'm glad he's doing well, but now I'm I want to see who can beat him, who can come back, who can knock him off his pedestal. Not because I don't want him to, but I want to see the other drivers rise to the challenge. So that's cool.
I think you do. I think you have to give it to the FIA and Formula One. They've engineered a very exciting season, and there is all this parity that only adds to the competition.
And I'll add this little nugget. Kimmy broke up with his girlfriend not too long ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I don't know if he dumped her or she dumped him, or if it was mutual, but he's single. He's focused.
Hey, I mean, him and I have a lot in common in that way.
Yeah. Yeah. You have laser focus on your therapy career.
Yeah. Yeah. And I, much like Kimmy, I do date, but man, when I come home to a cold, empty house, just me and the cat, there's no taking care of anybody. It's just me and my laser-like focus.
Yeah. And that's a pretty picture.
Yeah. You want to think about that for a while, don't you?
Yeah. Just you home alone with a cat. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. That's, of course, only 2 nights a week, because I have my children the rest of the time. Okay, before we go, can I review F1 commentary for a minute?
100%.
Because I'm really excited about the turn they took this week.
Okay,
with
yes, tell
the
me.
introduction of Callum Nicholas, who's a former Red Bull mechanic, and now a Red Bull ambassador. Yeah. And he's this big, tall fellow, and he's so good. The
Mhm.
way he talks isn't annoying. He knows where to look. I had never seen him before. I don't know if he's had a lot of practice, but man, this guy is a natural. He knows what he's talking about. Some of
Mhm.
his jokes don't always land, but hey, not everyone's a sharpshooter like you and I. So this weekend, it's him, Juan
Yeah,
Pablo, and
yeah.
Hinchliff.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, man, there's not one annoying person
Mm.
in the bunch there. There's none of that breathless incredulity about how what a good time they're having.
Yeah,
You know, they're all sort of staid and normal about
yeah,
things.
yeah.
And Juan Pablo is, of course, tells the truth more so when he's on someone else's podcast, which
Mhm.
is so entertaining. And yeah, I
I
just
I
thought it was really good
I
so
support
far.
you in your, because I think what you're saying is, if I've heard you correctly, if I'm
Yeah,
hearing you,
thank you.
is that you want some commentators, A, that obviously know what they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But B, also have, like, some opinions that, are their own, and they
Yes.
might be strong opinions about
Yes.
whatever driver behavior, team behavior,
Mhm.
the FIA, whatever it is. And I'm with you because, like, I do find most of the commentary, whether it's F1 TV or Sky F1, there's not enough people really, saying what they think. I feel like everyone's just, being a little
What is the
soft.
point? Like,
I don't
what
get
is
it.
the point of going up to Max after
Mm.
Lawrence goes up to Max after, "Hey, Max, didn't really go the way you planned.
Yeah,
Any positive takeaways from the weekend?"
yeah,
I mean, it's, like, so boring.
yeah,
Whereas if Lawrence, who's highly capable, could ask him a proper question,
yeah,
maybe get him off of his footing,
yeah.
you'd see the light in his eyes come back on and go, "Oh my god, here's a connection with a real person. What
Mhm,
fun." It would make TV better, it would make racing less boring,
mhm, mhm,
and that's all better for business. But
mhm.
the problem is that corporate power, all power, requires total deference. And
Vast
so they
difference.
don't vast deference, thank you. So they don't care about you,
Mhm.
entertainment in the face of, you revering their vast deference.
You're right. That's a
That made
very
a
good
lot of
point.
sense.
Yes.
That made a lot of sense.
I just like, look, I don't know. Jacques Villeneuve was on Sky TV a bit more last year.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him that much this year, and I'm worried it's
Uh,
because his
he
his
was he was in Montreal.
for which not for Sky F1.
Oh, maybe it was for F1.
Yeah, but I just worry because he's one of those guys that has pointed comments.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "God, please don't," because, like, we've lost Johnny Herbert, who was a bit of a silly guy, but also he poked the bear. I loved it.
Did
And
he?
Damon Hill would sort of say what he, would
Yeah.
he would have an opinion on how people are treating certain drivers or certain people's behavior. Now he's gone. Like, I want someone to say what they really think. Like that interviewer who asked Max about Barcelona last year when he drove in to George. Do you regret what you did? Because that might have been the 3 points that would have gave you your world championship. And then he's like, "Get out of here. I'm not doing an interview with you." And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we want you to do, Max, we
But
want you to get angry.
even though the guy asked
Yeah.
and he got that response, is
Yeah.
better than not.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's Max being the evil
Yeah.
mustache twirler.
Yeah.
We want more of this rather than they're
Yeah.
going to say exactly the thing I know they're going to say, so I'm not even going to bother watching.
Yeah. And are we going to have someone ask Max that question again? Here, we're in Barcelona. It's a 1 year
It's the
anniversary.
anniversary of you charging George and pushing him off the track where you only
Right.
got a 10-second penalty. How
Yeah.
do you feel about it, and what are you doing to celebrate?
Yeah. Is it a new tactic at
Are you going
Barcelona?
to do it again? Can we count on you for consistency?
Yeah. Like, we would
That'd be
love it. Is
so
it going to be the same corner? Would you do it at the same corner? Is that the
Is your
nicest?
dad gonna kneecap me when I leave the building for
Yeah. Like,
saying this?
are you
Like
never
it
going
was
to talk to me ever
1989?
again because I'm asking you a question and I'm making fun of you at the same time?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm
Well,
going
that
to
was good.
I'm going to put on my wristbands.
Okay.
I got a
Hey,
couple
are we
neighbors
gonna
knocking at the back door.
Okay, great. Well, then you
Yeah.
go take care of them. And are we going to clip?
We
Are
need
we?
to clip. I
I
haven't done
haven't
my job.
clipped.
We have to clip.
I've got a lot of schoolwork, but I'll try to get
I'll
to it
try and clip today too.
tomorrow. Today, check out this for tonight. I've got one more meeting at 2:30, and then I'm being picked up by my friend David Rosen,
Okay.
and we're going to go cook.
Jewish.
Yeah, we're going to go cook for a bunch of hot dames down at his place, including his wife, who is great friends with Sarah Edmondson, who's in
Oh,
town
yes.
from
Yes.
Atlanta.
Right on. I love it.
And Melissa Footman the Footmans are
Yes.
coming in, but
From the farm.
From the farm. But Melissa doesn't know Bonnie, but they both know Sarah. So it's going to be a great night of juicy gossip.
You love people hanging out like that.
I love people hanging out like that. And me and D. Rosie are doing all the cooking. I love feeding women. I love feeding everybody, but you know.
Well,
so that's going to be real good.
Are going to watch Australia play Turkey in the World Cup. I'm going to go see my first World Cup game today.
How much were tickets?
Too much.
Tell me how much. Come on.
Infantino's doing very well.
A friend of mine paid $2,500 a pop to go see.
Oh, he paid too much.
Way too much. How much did you pay?
Well, it's a long story, but basically these tickets are about $5.50 each or something.
Milky, you got to do it, man. You're a sports fan. You love it. You're a genuine fan of sport. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do? World Cup comes to your town once in forever, and you're not going to go? Of course you got to go.
I'm going. I love it. And I went down to Granville Island, bumped into an old friend, had beers, watched the USA game. The Granville Street's abuzz with people, so I can't wait to run around like this maybe tomorrow on Granville Street.
Oh, great. You're loving it.
Yes. Come on. When I'm 70, I can't do any of this. I might still be funny, but I won't be able to run around.
I'm already 70. I've already got there.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just avoiding everything.
Yeah, I'll never ask you to run around like this.
Thank you. Because if you did, I would say no.
We'll aim for a Thursday or a Saturday morning again.
I've got it in the schedule now, every Thursday forever. I don't know why I didn't have it in there before.
Well,
so you're going to go see the football game tonight?
Yeah, 9 p.m.
Okay. Well, break legs or whatever they say in sports.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go break the porcelain god.
Bye-bye.